What's going on, everybody? Today I am excited because I am going to pick up my truck from Dixie Fab and Auto. They did some work for me while me and Jamie were on vacation out in Salt Lake City, Utah. We just got back last night, and so I am gonna go pick it up this morning. Nothing crazy, just the shocks were pretty worn out on it, and that was a job that with the current tools I have, I couldn't do. I don't have a way to jack it up high enough, so decided to take over Dixie Fab and Auto. Those guys have a really good reputation in the Roanoke area, so they went ahead and installed a 2.5 inch, a rough country 2.5 inch lift leveling kit, I believe is what it's called. So I'm excited to see what it looks like because I got street tires on the truck, so it doesn't look aggressive. So I have a feeling it's gonna look a little goofy for a while. Now, I know I talked to Jason over at Dixie Fab when I dropped the truck off, and I said, hey, while you guys have it, can you put together a list of, other things you would recommend replacing? Just so I can kind of have like a guide moving forward in the future. Not necessarily like emergency stuff, but if you look under the truck, you can tell like it's a 1999 and I think it's got like 178,000 miles on it. Not terrible for the year, but it's been worked. There's a lot of rust underneath. I don't think any critical from what I've seen when I've gone under it to like the frame or anything, but my plan is to kind of take a wire brush and go in there and try to clean a lot of it up and see what I can do. That'll be a learning process. I've never done anything like that before. So anyway, with that, I'm gonna get an Uber over here and we're gonna head over to Dixie Fab and Auto. Oh, nice. Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Yeah. They gave it a good bit. So the good thing is all the shock bushings and all that.
Yeah.
That's new,
Awesome.
The terribly rusted U-bolts, they're new.
Yeah.
The rear shocks that were completely rusted on, they're new. So part of the bad stuff is gone,
Okay. Awesome.
Now, so what you're used to is a coilover or a coil spring.
Yeah.
If you look in here, you won't see any coil spring or coilover or strut or anything.
Okay.
See that bar right there?
Yep.
That's your spring.
Oh, okay.
That's called a torsion bar.
Okay.
Lots of vehicles use them, and instead of it being a wound up bar of metal that it's like a mattress spring, it's just a straight bar of metal that's connected to a fixed point in the frame and then ran to the control arm, and when the control it's wedged into that control arm, and as the vehicle bounces, it twists the bar like someone twisting your arm.
Okay.
That's how it works.
Got it.
Same kinetic energy, same properties of a coil spring, it just doing it a different way.
Yeah, okay.
And that was developed, honestly, it's been around forever, but it was just a different way of doing things to make room for sometimes four-wheel drive components.
Got it.
Without having a big spring right there. So,
Yeah.
your bump stops, if you look down in here, you'll see this one's barely hanging on, right? It's just kind of a rusty piece of metal with a kind of not there piece of rubber anymore.
Okay.
It would have gone on the bottom of that.
Gotcha.
Here's this one, and you'll see it is withered away.
Oh, gone completely. Okay.
So there were kind of some pieces of it there when we started, but by the time we were sawing and shaking, it was just,
Yeah.
there was just a pile of junk in the floor.
Okay.
Then if you look under here, you'll see this is where the torsion keys bolt to, this cross member. So you probably can't even really tell where we cut out a whole section of this to remove them, but that's the new key. So this key slides onto this bar, but they were completely fused together.
Gotcha.
And they wouldn't separate from the control arm either. And we didn't want to have to replace the whole control arm and all that. So
Yeah.
We tried to, we did it, and I've had to do it this way once before. I was hoping we didn't, but we did. But it's just one of them things. And actually, you can see on your bump stops the rubber pieces on the bottom of these, and it would have hit where all that rust is. That's what keeps it from bottoming out.
This right here.
Yes.
Gotcha.
It would have hit that metal piece, but that metal piece is gone. Which it's really not a big deal because you're higher now, so it's not really gonna. You'd have to like jump it.
Yeah, I'm not planning on jumping it.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't ride bad. Anytime you twist the torsion key, sometimes it stiffens it up, makes the front a little bouncy, but it actually doesn't ride bad, especially for the age. It probably rides better than it did before.
Nice.
In all honesty. So.
Okay. Awesome.
It's a work in progress.
Oh yeah, I know. It's still got a ways to go.
I mean, it seemed to drive fine. We never had any issues starting it or driving it or moving it around. You know, it did everything it's supposed to do. Started right up.
Awesome.
But yeah, so like I said, you know, you're a nice guy.
All right. Got everything squared away. Got the keys. Let's see what this feels like being lifted. Although it's not a huge difference. Oh my goodness. Running boards might have to be in I think soon. It's not a huge difference, but you can definitely tell that it has been lifted. And again, thank you, Jason and Dixie Fab and Auto, for everything you guys did on this truck. I know it was kind of a challenge with all the corrosion and stuff and fighting that, but I highly recommend Dixie Fab and Auto. Let's see here. Let's see. Let me get a. There you go. Dixie Fab and Auto, Roanoke. They really took care of me. So any work they do everything. They work on everything. So it's not just four-wheel drive vehicles. So definitely check those guys out. I am gonna head home, give this a drive, and then probably do a walk around once I get home and kind of take a look at it from there. And we'll see you guys there. So I'm gonna give you guys a walk around real quick on kind of what's been done, but just real quick again, I just want to step back and just look at the, like, it's like it's definitely like a subtle height difference. It's not terrible, but like I don't know, it makes like a nice difference. I'm really glad that I went ahead and did the 2.5 inch lift leveling kit instead of just replacing like the stock stuff. Yeah, there's like all this room up in here now, and that's awesome, and it's a lot easier. At 2.5 inches, it makes a big difference. Just being able to like get under the truck and work on it. One of the things that you can kind of see here that I was doing before I dropped it off was I started to try to clean up some of it. So you can see like right in here, like all this, I was slowly chipping away at, just trying to see what kind of condition everything's in. You know, as Jason stated, you know, with the bump stock falling apart over there while they were working on it, there are definitely issues, but it is drivable, it is reliable. They did a full alignment on it. I want to show you guys though, there's the nice rear window with the sliding glass that I installed. The only thing that's an issue is I had to put on a new like locking clip, so you guys can see here. And you can see when I did that, it sat out in the sun for a while, not running, and the glue ran down and dried. So now I've got to figure out how I'm gonna get that off because that bothers me. But let me see here. Let me get the hood here and show you guys. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. So you can tell like everything in here is still stock pretty much. But here's the difference. I don't know if you can really see. If I have to, I'll go on the other side. But this is the Mishimoto huge racing aluminum radiator. There's a better view of it. That's been tucked down in there. So had that. So that's new. This is all new. And then if we go underneath, oh my goodness. Yeah, here we go. This is all new lines here. These, wow, they're already really dirty. This is all new. So it's definitely had a lot of work, but it definitely has a long way to go. Man, there's just so much freaking room in here now. This is crazy. So, but it's coming from that right there, and just, you know, taking 15 minutes to jack it up off the ground high enough to where I can roll under it, to this where it's just already off the ground and I can just immediately get under it and start working on it. That is definitely different and awesome. So that is pretty much it. Interior's not in terrible shape. You know, there's a rip here, but not bad. The only thing is the headliner's falling apart here. That is kind of like on my list probably next as far as what I'm going to do to the truck. And it's really dirty. I don't know if you guys can see that there, but I'm going to take this out and I'm probably going to replace it. I'll just get some like fabric from Michael's, some like nice black material. Not really sure what I want to go with yet, but other than that, that's going to kind of really be it for the truck for a while, other than just driving it. It obviously needs a paint job at some point, but I was thinking it was gonna look a lot more ridiculous, and I'm glad it doesn't. You know, it's definitely higher, but I don't look like clownish, I guess would be the term, with the height, with those, you know, road tires and just like the OEM wheels. But yeah, that's, like, you can see the new shocks down there and the U-bolts. But all right, yeah, so really happy with this. Again, thank you guys over at Dixie Fab and Auto. Now, you know, now that that's in a pretty good spot, my attention now will turn back to this. I haven't done anything to this car other than like routine maintenance all year. It's, I don't know. I don't think anything is different. It's just been sitting here in the garage since I've had the truck running. So it's nice because it just stays clean. And when I want to take it out to a show or something, then I do. And it's not stressful, and I don't have to worry about like the daily wear and tear on it. And it's just like a fun car for me now. And this is new shift knob. It's one of Dress Up Bolt's new ones, fully titanium with our True Burned PVD color, and then I had it custom engraved by Billet Works. So we got our Dress Up Bolt logo on there and Got the shift pattern in Japanese, which is really cool. But yeah, that's really been it. That's the only addition. Everything's gone to the truck. I could just like stand here and stare at this all day long, but I got to get back to work. So thank you guys for tuning in, watching. I know it wasn't the most exciting vlog in the world, video. I know it wasn't the most exciting video in the world, but I really appreciate everybody that's kind of like showing interest and want to know what's going on in my life. And just with how busy I've been, this is kind of like the easiest way for me to keep everyone kind of updated right now. Please subscribe. And this, you know, I know there's some things, this is my first time using my Sony a6000 to do anything like this, to vlog. So I know there's some things I need to work on, especially with this new camera setup. I probably didn't hold it as far away as I should. I need to get a wider angle lens. It was probably shaky, and I probably walked around a lot, which was distracting while I talked because I can't stand still for whatever reason. But anyway, thank you guys again. Gonna be filming tomorrow. Got a lot of good content tomorrow. I'm excited about going to Lynchburg. So until then, we'll see you then. Bye.